Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 13 of Follow a Sketch February, a hop started by Sandie, which is Steakgoddess here on YouTube and Scrapping Reflections on Facebook, where you can find all of these fabulous sketches. And today's sketch is a 2-page sketch and I am only going to do the left side. I normally do both sides, but I didn't have a 5x7 or more pictures to go with these birthday pictures from August of 2014. And so I thought I would just do this one side because I felt like my pictures could work with this layout. They're not exactly the same orientation or size as the ones on the sketch, but that's okay. And I'm printing pictures, so sorry about that. The background. I am using Chamel's main character energy because I felt like it was really upbeat and like birthday oriented. So I've got lots of papers and embellishments. I got a few scraps and I think I've only made like one other layout, maybe two with this. So lots of embellishments and my pictures, and I have this really fun sketch. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was go through the paper pad and pick out the papers I wanted. Now there are 3 papers and a strip, and I have branding strips, and I normally have been throwing those away lately, like the ones that come from a paper pad that have the hole in the middle, but this is a wood grain and I like it, and there's really a lot of ways for you to cover that middle section, so I've kept them in here, especially since I don't have any loosey-goosey papers for this collection. Typically when I buy American Crafts kind of things, I buy them from online stores as well as like Joann's. So I buy loosey-goosey papers from Joann's, and then like the paper pads and all that from a Cherry on Top or Scrapping Reflections or wherever it is. And so I normally will not get loose papers when I order online, just depends. And so I don't have any loose papers for this collection. I just have the paper pads. So, and then the 6x8 paper pad. So I decided I would just keep all the scraps that I have. That piece of scrap up there in the top left corner is actually the packaging from the ephemera bits for this collection, and I always keep those because American Crafts are really, really good about having a pattern. I know that 49 and Market also does that, and maybe Cocoa Vanilla, and so I love that, and I always keep that stuff because I am definitely not wasting. And I use this whole entire thing except for one little bitty sliver to map my picture, which is what I'm putting down now, and the picture of my cousin, which is in the opposite corner. And so I felt like that was good. And I matted hers wood grain first and then white because hers is overlapping the wood grain strip. And then mine is on white and then wood grain because it is not touching that strip. And so I thought that that would kind of add a little bit of something different. And I am making the pictures line up on the right and the left. There's a little bit of a gap in between the double pictures I've got down there, representing that 3.5 by 5 area. It's just 2 small pictures that I cut in there, like 3 by 3 or 3 by something close to like a 3 by 3, and which worked out perfectly. And I used my scraps to mat everything, so I did not pull out another paper. And then I get into my embellishments and just start adding the things I want to add. So every year prior to 2017 or 2018, we always got together in this home, which used to be my granny and granddad's house. And then when my grandmother passed away, who was the last of the 2, my uncle, which is her oldest son, bought the house. So when she died in 2009, we kept the house in the family for another 8 years until he married somebody who had a house, and they kept both for a while, and then finally just had to put it on the market. And so it was sad but totally understandable. And so, but we used to always get together in this house. There was a pool in the backyard my grandfather had built when my not youngest cousin but closest to youngest cousin was born, and he retired. My grandfather retired, so he wanted to have a pool so it would bring everybody over, which of course it always did. And so we would always spend our birthday month, we would have a birthday celebration for everybody whose birthday was that month. So we did that up until very recently. And actually, we still get together usually every other month. And we don't necessarily do birthday and blow out candles and all that, but we all still get together because we are a very close family. And that means aunts, uncles, cousins, all the things. And then a few times a year, we get together with like second cousins, third cousins, and all that. So yes, I know I'm blessed and very lucky. I know that's unusual these days, and I am super grateful for that. So, but anyway, this was my birth month, and so it's me and my cousin, and then my cousin's kiddo, and then my other cousin on the other side who had birthdays. One is actually a July birthday, but he was at a baseball game on his birthday party. So anyway, so I am doing my clusters very similar to where the sketch has it. They, of course, don't have 3 because it's a double page spread. And so I'm kind of going to make my own third area or 3 areas. I do this big cluster here where they have like a circle and a couple stars. I'm going to do the sunshine because it was, like I said, August. And it was very bright and sunshiny. We had probably been in the pool. And obviously, and then I add like that little yay, which I think is really fun. And then I'm also going to add a little cluster down here with the title, because the title for this sketch is on the other page. So I brought the title in to make my third little cluster space where it says Happy Story. And then I'm going to bring that little 3D embellishment in that's got the butterfly and the flowers. And then make my other little cluster right up here above my picture and the group picture that has just a little tag so I could put the date there. And then I add like a little butterfly, and I'm going to bring in another little, oh, the heart I already put on there. And I forget all the time to use those little enamel daggone shapes. And I love them. That's why I usually buy 1 or 2 packs of them. I got to remember this stuff, guys. You can't have so much stuff that you forget the things you have, because then it's pointless. So anyway, in the sketch, and I'll make sure that's up there in the top corner, but there's like this little swirly whirly in the bottom left corner. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. There were some things in this collection I could have put there, but they just looked like they looked odd. And so I found this floral, which went along with the color theme, and the flower over on the other side. So I cut it in half, put a bit of it up at the top. So it's kind of like I brought a little bit of the other layout in. And then the other one is on the bottom left where it is on the sketch with that little swirl. So that is it. I love how this turned out. I love this paper. These are my favorite colors. So it's perfect to celebrate my birthday and document with my favorite colors. I hope that you will go check out everybody else who's following along with Follow Sketch February. I have a feeling some other people will be using both sides of this layout of this sketch, and I'm interested to see how they do that and how that looks. And I hope that you'll come back and see me again really soon. I'm trying really hard to be here every day this month, at least once every day. I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.